Good evening, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm McKenna Nobles. Thanks for joining me for Wiregrass Daily News at 6. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement has arrested a Dothan man on grand theft charges, accused of stealing more than $350,000 from a client's construction payments. FDLE received reports that 52-year-old Scott Alexander Sanders misappropriated over 75% of the funds paid to him for a new home project. Sanders allegedly took $351,366 from a retiree who had hired him for the construction. The victim reported that Sanders failed to complete the project and ceased all communication by December of 2023. Turned 2 years later almost, and he was arrested and booked into the Bay County Jail on February 24th of 2025. And the Dothan Police Department is asking for assistance from local and surrounding communities to identify the person in the photos above. Anyone with information is urged to contact Dothan PD at 334-615-3632 or 334-793-0215. Now, the department does assure the identities of those who wish to remain anonymous will be strictly protected. In the Panhandle, 2 Panama City women were arrested following an investigation into contraband smuggling at the Bay County Jail. Shauna Yo, 44, an employee of the jail's food service vendor, and Elizabeth Walker, 27, were taken into custody after weeks of surveillance. Investigators say Yo smuggled methamphetamine and Suboxone strips into the jail and passed them to an inmate. On February 13th, deputies recovered the contraband during a search. A further investigation revealed Walker delivered the items to Yo's residence, where Yo smuggled them in during her shifts. She was arrested on February 18th and faces charges of introducing contraband and resisting an officer. Walker was arrested on February 21st, charged with conspiracy to introduce contraband. Getting into today's video story, I had the chance to hear the Secretary of State, Wes Allen, speak at the Houston County Republican Women's event that they held today. Let's take a sneak peek.
Thank y'all so much for the opportunity to visit with you and share just a few remarks with you this afternoon. How many people in the room were in Montgomery yesterday? We got 1, we got 2. Okay, so good. So you're only going to be bored with just a couple of items that I'm going to talk about, because I got a chance yesterday to speak to the ladies from around the state and brought just a short message to them because they had so many speakers lined up. We didn't want to take much time, but we'll cover some of that again here in just a little while. But Miss Linda, thank you for that update from the inauguration. She's got a lot of energy, Miss Linda does, and so thank you. And yeah. But I want to thank each and every one of you for choosing to be here today. I'm honored by your presence, honored that you would take the time to come out when you could be doing many other things. But thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for investing in the Houston County Republican Women's Club. It is important what you're doing. And, I was sitting over there and I read, I guess you'd call that your mission statement: promoting responsible government, conservative values, strong families, and freedom in our country, state, and nation. Ladies and gentlemen, that's important. And we're seeing evidence of that by the election of Donald Trump back in November, the inauguration, and the speed at which he and his administration are moving in D.C. And so he's, I think, prepared to execute his plan within the first, what are we in now? A little over a month now. So it's been tremendous to watch them. The MAGA movement, Make America Great Again, America First, Make America, and all those things that he's implementing, I've enjoyed watching. So that's good. Let me just say this. I've been in office now since January the 16th of 2023. It's hard to believe it's February the 27th.
And like always, that full well, not really an interview, but his full speech of kind of what he talked about will be uploaded a little bit later. And no spoilers, he did announce some pretty big news for the upcoming year. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It'll be on our Facebook, YouTube, or normal platforms. Now we're getting into the Harbor of Dothan has a few spots left for this year's mentorship program. Now it's designed to promote personal growth, accountability, and faith-based development. The year-long discipleship and mentor journey pairs participants with mentors who provide guidance through scripture, ministry training, and life challenges. The program encourages individuals to strengthen their faith while preparing them to mentor others, fostering a cycle of discipleship within the community. Openings are available for both men and women. And if you are interested in applying, you can contact Kathy, Kathy, at theharbordothan.org for more information. And an announcement for Abbeville residents. The City of Abbeville Water Department has announced a planned water shutoff for tonight to replace a broken fire hydrant. Water service will be suspended at 9 p.m., with repairs expected to be completed overnight. However, city officials have cautioned that the outage could be extended depending on the extent of the damage. Residents are encouraged to prepare by storing water for drinking and household use ahead of the shutdown. Now, guys, of course, before we go, we got to check on the weather for tonight to see what we can expect. That evening rain chances dropped a good bit to only about 3%, with a low of 43% for our cold tonight. So not too cold, nothing too crazy, pretty average for this time of year. Just glad we're not seeing those freezing temperatures anymore. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me for Wiregrass Daily News at 6. I will not be here tomorrow as I will be gone on vacation. But I hope you all have a great Friday and a great weekend.